Thank you all for being here this evening. I'd like to call up to the stage Sade Blyther for the singing of our national anthem. Please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held by the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly gleaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, Sade. Sade is a senior at Doherty High School and a peer leader at the Edward M. Kennedy Community Health Center. Let's give it up one more time for Sade. I'd like to now invite up to the stage our City Manager, Michael O'Brien.
Thank you, Jesse. Inspiring, Sade, that rendition of our national anthem, and how poignant being so close to Memorial Day, as we obviously all take into consideration our country and those that have sacrificed and served through time. As Jesse mentioned, I'm City Manager Michael O'Brien. It's my pleasure to be here today, and I want to thank you all for your presence at this inaugural for our first ever Youth Council. It is indeed my personal pleasure. And believe it or not, those that will be before you tonight in speaking were young once as well. And just want to make sure we remember that fact. We remain young at heart, though. Our youth are our future. I think we all know and recognize that, and our greatest collective community investment, with dividends through time that are absolutely priceless. Harnessing their ambition, their intellect, their desire, energy, care, and willingness to participate, to be part of something bigger than themselves, to shape and to grow the positives as we go forward into our very bright future. I had the pleasure to speak with those that will be sworn in today, and they've all said two things to me that I found to be heartwarming. Number one, they told me that they're all set to do my job, which says they're ready for leadership. And the second thing they told me, which was they're set to change the world. And I think that's what rings so true about our youth, and that unbridled passion and desire to make change and to see change. And what we need to do is obviously embrace that and work with them to have them be prepared to take on the leadership roles in our community, border to border. When we set out almost 4 years ago to create the Youth Opportunities Office with the incredible support and guidance of the City Council, obviously Mayor Petty, Councilor Palmieri, Councilor Lukes, as well as the new support of Councilor Sarai Rivera, we put forth a very aggressive agenda with a very clear mission: to create long-term sustainable plans that provide our young people with plenty of opportunities, from jobs to internships, to community service and outreach, to summer recreation programs, to camps and basketball and leagues and more and more. But before we did anything, we wanted to hear directly from our youth what did they want, which is so important. What did they desire? And our first step at that point in time, some 4 years ago, was to create a citywide youth assessment. conducted by our youth director, Jesse Edwards, has been doing such a great job. How about a round of applause for Jesse? As well as the advisory committee on youth that was chaired by John O'Brien, who's the president and CEO of UMass Memorial Healthcare. That youth assessment became the foundation of our citywide agenda for youth. It identified goals and then strategies on how to achieve our goals. At the top of the list was a need for jobs, summer employment, and internships. But beyond jobs, we also found that there was a sincere desire by young people to have a voice in municipal matters that affect them, from public safety to economic development, to parks, to recreation and neighborhood vitality. So the Agenda for Youth proposed the establishment of a youth council as a strategy for achieving this goal, and the idea was to provide our young people with a direct connection to local government. Today, as that vision turned into reality, and the 12 talented, civic-minded leaders of tomorrow sitting before you today have been selected by a panel of judges to represent their peers on the city's first-ever youth council. How about a round of applause for these brave young individuals? You guys can smile. You can smile. There you go. It's not going to be painful, I promise. The Youth Council is comprised of young people from 9 different high schools and 1 college, representing a diverse mix of backgrounds from across our entire city. Each of these young leaders embodies the very best of Worcester and will serve as stewards for both our youth and the city as a whole. Under the guidance of Jesse Edwards, the Youth Council will meet regularly, first conducting a survey of their peers to identify the top issues of importance to our youth. The council will then research these issues, conduct outreach, and perform community service, and provide formal recommendations to the appropriate bodies, whether it be myself as city manager, whether it be to the city council, or even to the state legislature and beyond. I'd like to introduce you now to each member, and if the member would rise when I say in your name and your school. We have with us today Lindsay Degnan from Doherty Memorial High School. Leonard Goodwin from Holy Name Junior Senior High School. Nicole Takatli, Marionapolis Preparatory School. Grossi-One Casey from North High School. Tariq Octave from St. John's High School. Brian Saul from Burncoat High School. A man who needs no introduction, Isaac Burko from Abbey Kelly Foster Charter Public High School. Hans Williams from Southside Community School. Hans was the one that was on the phone making a deal before he walked in here. Mover and shaker. Daniel Gutierrez from Doherty Memorial High School. William Pickens from Consigamen Community College. Kayla Casaban from Marionapolis Preparatory School. And Alexandra Delastrito from Worcester Academy. I think it's important now to also recognize those members of the selection committee who volunteered their time and the establishment of this youth council. Please rise if you're here and remain standing when your name is called. Lori Ross from Clark University, going once. Maury Bergeron from Luck Inc. Gary Rosen, former city councilor. Tracy Novick. Tess Ellis. All right. Anybody else? Seeing none, what I'd like to do now is to have Congressman McGovern come forward. This man needs no introduction as to the work he does day in and day out for our youth of our community, as well as for our community citywide. And his involvement in making sure our community continues to find the ways to support our youth through various federal grant programs and otherwise is to be commended daily. It's now my pleasure to introduce Congressman Jim McGovern to come forward and say a few words.
Okay. Well, thank you, and I'm really thrilled to be here. And I know what all of you are thinking right now. You're thinking the first order of business needs to be, we put air conditioning units in this place, right? But I am thrilled to be here, and I want to congratulate you on agreeing to take this responsibility. An old history professor used to say, the world will not get better on its own. And I never quite appreciated what he meant until I got older, but it seems that you already appreciate what those words mean. Good things just don't happen on their own. Reform and changes and positive developments just don't happen on their own. They happen because good people come together, work together, and push to make those things happen. And when I look at the faces here, you really see all many faces of the city of Worcester, and that is wonderful. We are an incredibly diverse city, which I think we take a great, which makes us strong and makes us a place where people want to come and visit and live. And I'm hoping that you will take your responsibility seriously and work with us. You know, not only with the city manager, with Mayor Joe Petty and City Councilors Rivera and Palmieri and Lukes are here. You know, starting today, you are no longer just our constituents; you are our colleagues. And we will meet with you. We will work with you. We welcome your ideas. My office is just across the street on Mechanic Street, and I hope that you'll take advantage of coming over and meeting with me and my staff on issues that you care about. But I'll just finally say that you know, I look at the people that are sitting here today as the future leaders, not only of this city and not only of this Commonwealth, but of our country. And I am really proud at the caliber of people that have been selected. And Jesse, I want to thank you for all of your incredible work with young people. But I am really impressed with your backgrounds and your resumes, and impressed that you want to be involved in politics, and that you want to be involved in governing this city and making this place better for everybody. And I find that inspiring. So I'm here to join with everybody just to say congratulations, good luck. I look forward to working with you, and we're going to do some great things together. Thank you very much.